Bam. We're live on a Sunday. Special edition. Special show. You guys know, normally Sunday, we're going tape study only mode, but I had to talk about this Jon Jones stuff. All of the news was released following UFC Baku. I did the recap. I had streamed the card. And then next thing you know it, I'm seeing Jon Jones calls it a career. There's new criminal charges against him. And I'm sitting here saying to myself, yo, you're going to have to do a stream tomorrow. We're going to have to talk about this with the community, man. So this is a Sunday special for the Lunchtime Live. I wanted to bless you guys with an extra Lunchtime Live. With the pain in the wazoo of UFC Baku's timing throwing off our Friday show, I figured, you know what? We're doing it on Sunday. So this is essentially replacing the Friday Lunchtime Live. And it's better because it's breaking news. Jon Jones officially ducking Tom Aspinall, retires from the UFC. Aspinall now promoted to the undisputed champion, potentially fighting in Paris against Cyril Gane. And there's new charges against Jon Jones. So very interesting circumstance surrounding the whole Jon Jones debacle. I mean, he can't stay out of trouble, first and foremost. The guy can't. Just got back from Thailand, and he's also, getting charged with misdemeanor, but still criminal charges. Is very strange. Very Jon Jones of him. Do you think they'll hold the heavyweight championship on a fight night card? No. No, I don't think they'll do it on a fight night card. It could potentially be UFC Paris, but then they'd maybe consider making it a pay-per-view. There's not a pay-per-view scheduled for September, so if it is a fight night, then it's going to be like a special gift to the fans, like a free pay-per-view. Hey, Chris Hayes, thank you for $4.99. Told you Khalil was going to have that dog in him. Let's just celebrate Jones being stripped. What a fabulous day. Dumbest pick of the year for me is from yesterday. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm embarrassed. I was embarrassed on stream. I'm still embarrassed right now. The hair is just tied up, bro. The hair is tied right now. I got the hair tied back. I'll put it to the side so you guys can still see it. How about that? Thank you, Chris Hayes, for $4.99. Thank you for getting the donut train running. What's up, everybody? I know you guys aren't used to being here interacting with me on a Sunday, bro. I only do Sunday specials when need be. I figured since Jon Jones retired last night, let's make it happen. Dana White actually said that the Jones and Aspinall fight was ready, like it was set, and then he went to Thailand and just everything changed. I'm embarrassed by yesterday too, brother. We win and lose together. Thank you for the Sunday stream. I got you, Holla Heretic. I owed you guys one. What's up, Kyle? What's up, everybody watching? Shout out to the people. Welcome to the Sunday show. I'll have my UFC predictions out later on. I'll have them out later on. I'm pretty ready to do that video. I just want to do a little tape study on that guy fighting Dumas and then a couple others, but I feel pretty good about what I'm picking already. I won't lie to you guys. I feel pretty confident in my calls. Dana was at the Cabello Crawford press conference. I saw that he was there. I saw it was on the UFC's website too. Any bold underdogs you on? Let's talk about that tonight. All right. Tonight is where the picks are going to be focused on. This is, Q&A and banter. He saw the bag he was going to make off that BS Tough show and said, fuck it, I'm in. And he's like, shit, if he can make, $250,000 or so not fighting, I guess 30 million is not worth it. Jones isn't too old to fight because he wanted to fight Pereira. This is just ducking an embarrassing way to end. It is a very unfortunate way to end the career, man. I think he really was hoping that Alex Pereira would beat Ankalaev. Then he was going to drop back down to light heavyweight. I think there was a point where he was considering accepting the fight against Aspinall, and he told the UFC yes. And then I guess it just shifted. He said, nah, I'm good. He's tired of living the fighter lifestyle. What's left for him? I guess not much. Oh, shit. Trading Champ just dropped me $100. Shout out to the boy. Thank you, Trading Champ. I think I'm going to make an appearance this week. You understand, Trading Champ, your appearance is like long awaited. The community has been waiting for the Trading Champ debut on the Thursday show. So I'll hold you to it this week. I hope that we get you on the Thursday show. I think it'll be a lot of fun to have you chop it up live, man. So definitely, man. Hop in. Hop in, bro. It would be nice to go face to face with Mr. Generosity himself, bro. Single-handedly funding the channel more than anybody right now. So I really appreciate you helping make this thing possible, bro. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for $99.99. I got a parlay for us Thursday. What time? Let me confirm the time later in the week because I need to see when the press conference is. If the press conference is early, perfect. If the press conference is late, then we got to finagle things. So I will update you as the week goes on. Because, yeah, I try to not do it during the press conference. Life is beautiful. AJ live and Jones's strip. Life is good. It works out like it should, man. Predictions for this card. After this stream, I'm gonna be not recording right away, but getting ready to make it happen. So early evening hours. Early evening hours. Like not like a midnight drop. Earlier than that. I think I got some money calls for UFC 317. Sadikov is an absolute dog, bro. What a fun style. What a war with Moda. You see Dana White gave them both $100,000 bonuses. I thought that was awesome. Could Aspinall beat Ngannou? He definitely could. That'd be the fight to make. If you ask me, like, what's available right now, biggest fight for Tom Aspinall, it would definitely be Ngannou. It's just, Dana White and Ngannou going to have to come to some type of agreement. Dana White and Ngannou going to have to, shake hands and get over what the fuck went down before. I love that Dana gave them both $100K. Moda deserved it. He was in that fight. What's up, KZ? I'm chilling, man. Little Sunday stream. I figured I'd surprise you guys with a Sunday show. It just felt right today. With Jon Jones retiring, I say, yeah, let's do it on a Sunday. And this is like Sunday peak hours, right? If you're on the West Coast, it's perfect for you. If you're on the East Coast, it's perfect for you too. So the time zone seems pretty money for this show. Seems pretty on point. Why should Dana have given you $100,000? Tell me. Francis still has 4 fights left on his PFL contract. He ain't coming back. Big mistake, bro. PFL is B league and a half. There's no compelling fights for him there. It's a complete waste of time. Yeah, I agree. Ngannou and Dana would need couples therapy. That's how they get over it. I'm chilling, Wilbur. I'm having a good stream. It's a beautiful day. Aspinall finally getting the recognition he deserves. Now he just needs to fight in an actual undisputed championship fight. Obviously, they promoted him to champion, which is great, but I want to watch him fight probably Cyril Gane. They're not going to do Jailton Almeida. They're going to do Cyril Gane. Cyril Gane, Tom Aspinall. I think Aspinall beats Cyril. Gavani made another account and popped into the watch. But who's that? Who's Gavani? Which guy is that? It's not ringing a bell. The heavyweight division is moving on. We're grateful for that. I'm glad that the heavyweight division can now get its own footing going, Like, the division feels like it's been dead. That Stipe fight was a bit of a joke. I will say, Jon Jones' heavyweight championship run, very overrated. Big letdown. I think Jon Jones at heavyweight, what the expectation was versus the reality, I'm quite underwhelmed with how Jon Jones fared at heavyweight. He fought an old wash Stipe, and the Cyril Gane win was impressive, but it is what it is, right? It's Cyril. And now Cyril's about to fight for the belt again. Cyril just constantly in title fights. You don't know why Jones is getting so much hate. He retired for like 5 years, came back old, overweight, and gave us 2 fights. Be grateful. I can't be grateful. I can't, because I'm just looking at a Savage fight with Aspinall would have been the biggest fight in UFC history, and he took that from us. He took that from us, bro. Jon Jones took something so magnificent away from us. Two fights, really. Francis Ngannou, Jon Jones, taken from us. Aspinall, Jon Jones, taken from us. These heavyweight fights make the sport bigger and better. And I feel like as a hardcore fan, as much as I can credit Jon Jones for a fantastic legacy, because he had a great run at light heavyweight. The heavyweight run was a fucking joke. Yes, it was an impressive win over Gane. And then it was a 2-year layoff and a win over a Stipe Miocic, who shouldn't have even been in the rankings, man. He hadn't fought since fucking what, 2021, 2022, and a loss to Francis. It was a complete joke, man. It made a mockery of the heavyweight division. The UFC heavyweight division, since Francis Ngannou has left the organization, has been a complete joke, man. Heavyweight division has been terrible. And I think that you have seen the sport hurt from that. I've said this. There's a value in a powerful heavyweight division because the baddest man on the planet title carries so much fucking weight. And just as a fan, I'm just grateful that we get this baddest man on the planet thing going again. I don't care what you say. Oh, well, Islam versus, Volkanovski happened, and this fight and that fight, and Topuria Oliveira. Those are all great. Those fights are cool. But the heavyweight championship, to me, somehow is like the most important. Not that there's not extreme importance with these lighter weight classes, but the baddest man on the planet title is huge. Like when Brock Lesnar was at the top, right? Then Cain Velasquez, right? Even when Fabricio Verdum shocked him, and then Stipe became the champ. Let's be honest, man. Stipe was not a megastar for the UFC by any means. And the heavyweight was, maybe at a bit of a down period with him as champion. But I still think seeing the heavyweight belt defended often led to big moments. I feel like we haven't had a special heavyweight division in a while, though. It's been a while. Like the Cain Velasquez era was special. The Francis Ngannou era was special, but it wasn't long. The Jon Jones heavyweight era was trash, man. The Brock Lesnar era was fucking awesome. And I think the Tom Aspinall era could be pretty cool too. I just need to know who the baddest man on the planet is. I'm sick of this wondering bullshit. Jon Jones, without fighting, said, hey, I'm not the baddest man on the planet. Here is the belt. I will give it to Tom. I don't want to fight him. So, okay, no problem. Fight's not happening. I move on. Jon Jones is one of the biggest scumbags ever competed in the sport, apart from the murderers and Rahuis. Valid. Heavyweight division been frozen for so long. We're getting a whole new division back. It feels good, doesn't it? I think we're going to see the division flourish again. I'm hoping there's some new heavyweight talent that comes out of the woodworks too. I feel like it was similar to Mayweather. I guess the thing about Mayweather, though, you have to give credit where it's due. He did do 50 pro boxing matches. I mean, he still fought Pacquiao eventually. Is Jon Jones going to fight Tom Aspinall 5 years from now? I made no content about Jones. I agree. I fumbled the bag last night by not making a video. My apologies for being a fucking human, bro. My apologies for fucking streaming 7 hours and then doing the recap show after. My apologies for putting effort into the fucking fight cards that take place. Maybe it's my mistake because I put too much effort into them. Well, I'm here now talking about it, motherfucker. I agree. I should have done a video last night. I was pissed at myself when I woke up. But I couldn't even think straight after the card, bro. I hate the fucking cards in the middle of the day. I hate them. Missing out on the bag. It's all right. There'll be another bag to catch, man. I saw that the UFC signed Ante Delija. Delija is clean, man. Delija is good. I've watched Delija do his thing for a while, but I won't lie to you, man. I won't lie to you. There's that ugly loss to fucking Moldavsky that I can't shake. Moldavsky is shit, bro. Moldavsky is a fucking can. He's fighting next week, right? No, he's fighting this week. Moldavsky's fighting Romanov. If he beats Romanov, I'll take it back, but I feel like Romanov's going to beat him. PFL this week. My brother's dropping picks. Sergio Pettis and Rafael Stotts is crazy, bro. These two were boys for a long time, fighting out of the same fucking gym, too. That's wild, man. Underrated fight, Pettis versus Stotts this week. Muhammad Ali's grandson is fighting on the card, too. Wow. Nascimento versus Oleg Popov. We'll see what happens. I'm looking at this card. Phil Davis in the co-main event versus Sullivan Cauley. I feel like Sullivan Cauley is going to get molly-whopped. How big of a favorite is Davis here? I don't even see the odds. PFL's not bad this week. PFL's not bad at all this week. Hey, the picks will be out on the channel, man. I told Alex, can we get them out a little earlier, please? I was sipping on coffee, bro. Oh, shit. I see what you're talking. You're talking about Mayweather ducking Paul Williams. He did duck the fuck out of Paul Williams. Paul Williams might have been the guy to beat Mayweather because he was too tall, bro. Isn't it crazy he's a paraplegic now? I thought Curtis Blades lost the fight too. You had Brundage to finish my parlay for 10K robbed. Kuniev to finish my parlay 18K robbed. 28 G's robbed legally. Welcome to MMA betting, bro. Tell your bro to do some recap shows for more content. I think he'll be more motivated to do content the more people that tune into his shit. I mean, right now he's closing in on 500 subscribers. So I feel like once he gets monetized, I told him, I said, bro, you're halfway to getting 1,000 almost. Like once you get 1K, then you make a little money at this shit. It changes things a bit, right? Then he can view it more as a job instead of just like making videos. Rivzan Almeida next. I don't see it, man. I think Rivzan versus Spivak or Tibura next would make more sense. Curtis Blades at number 5, bro. Heavyweight isn't a struggle, and Blades knows how to win. Even though I thought he lost the fight, he knows how to win these decisions, man. You like his breakdowns? Thanks, Bankroll Boss. I'll let him know you said it. You thought Curtis won round 1 and 3? I thought that he won round 1 only. I thought he lost round number 3, actually. Your bro almost doubled in subscribers after those watch party shoutouts, bro. I saw it. It was blowing my mind. He's got a good channel, man. I like Alex's vibe. Not just because he's my brother, but he's got cool takes. Like the fact that, and I like his thumbnails, bro. He's got a very unique thumbnail style. The fact that he went out and he fucking picked Co, I said, holy shit. He destroyed me in fucking picks last week. My good pick on the card was what? Fucking Fiziev. I'll be honest, I'm embarrassed that I picked Jamal Hill. I'm fucking embarrassed, guys. I'm embarrassed I picked Jamal Hill. How many views did I have on the live yesterday? I got like 37,000 views, I think. Yeah, KZ, you did good, bro. I think the UFC wanted to keep the Jones-Tom fight for negotiations, but then the new hit and run charges forced them to strip Jones. Retire seems weird timing. I don't think that instances outside of the cage will force him to retire. Told you not to pick Hill. You did. Yeah, it was a fucking popping stream, bro. We were having a good time yesterday. Yeah, how many views? Let me double check. 36,591. So like 37K. Pretty good. Pretty good. Not too shabby. Hill is the new Cody Garbrandt. Low-key facts. Jamal Hill, tragic downfall. I'm embarrassed, bro. I'm embarrassed in my main event pick. I don't know why I picked that fucking schlub. I know, bro. 50K is right around the corner. I'm excited. We're going to hit 50K really soon. I think we're going to hit it mid-July. That would be my guess. It'll be 49 point something at the end of the week and then 50K in July. That's what I'm going to anticipate. If I would have done the Jon Jones video, maybe I would already hit 50K. But of course, your boy fucking doesn't last night. Stupid. I thought about it literally after. I said, why the fuck did I not do that video? I did not pick wrong on purpose to sway the fucking odds. I'm too into making picks to pick wrong on purpose. I think I was a dumbass. Like, I remember recording that video and thinking, fuck, am I sure I want to pick Hill? Nah, fuck it, bro. You got to go with your feeling. I'm like, all right, fuck it. Roundtree fought really smart. Technical, clean output. Wasn't a brawl. Did what needed to be done. Hill's resume is still more impressive than Khalil's, beating him after the ACL. Fair. Fair. It wasn't a bad call. Hill still has 5-round experience. Yeah, but that was pre-Achilles tier. He's not the same anymore. You still believe Hill's a better fighter? I think Hill is shit now. I think Hill's lost his groove. I think Hill was good a couple years ago, but I think he's done. I don't think he comes back. Like, I think he'll fight again. I don't think he wins. I think he lose to Rakic, to be honest. These cards, what would you suggest for cards to be more entertaining? It's a bit rough to watch lately. The only suggestion is matchups make it all. Unfortunately, yeah, some fight cards just don't hit. But I think UFC 317 this weekend is going to like bring a bit of balance back. I think UFC 317 will bring a good fight. I think we're going to see some entertainment. I think UFC 317 will like bring us back to like a homeostasis point. Bro, Elliott got killed, George. Elliott got killed. Elliott fucking got destroyed yesterday. Sadikov and Moto was the fight of the night, and they got all the bonuses. Hill's chest tats do look like Mickey Mouse. Gray shirt. I hit on my lock still, bro. I knew this car was testy. But I still hit the plus money lock regardless of all the bullshit. The Sunday recap stream is slapping, brother. It's still fresh to us all. Hey, I figured I'd bless you guys with a fucking, little post-fight Sunday talk, some Jon Jones conversations. Why not? I will say, guys, I'd like to see the like button moving, man. The people been a little dry on the likes during the live streams this past week. And I get it. UFC Baku was not really a big card. But for this week with the pay-per-views, bro, we got to start hitting 100 likes every day. It's time to hit 100 likes, chat. So make sure you guys smash the like button. We're at 30 likes. I know you guys want to see a Ribski from me. I know the people want it. I'm very open to doing it. All right. So let's just run the likes up and let's fucking do it. Bro, I should have pick flipped when I saw the flat cap on Mo Usman, bro. I should have went with the flat cap fanatics. I'm doing good, Bradley. It's a beautiful stream. Dana said there's going to be double the Contender Series events. I heard about that. Your boy's going to be working like a fucking racehorse. I will say, God bless, because I tend to grow like 50% more subscribers during Contender Series. Bro, doing Contender Series is like double the content. So this is good. Fucking 60K is a lock this year. All right. The Contender Series about to be popping. I hope that they don't start doing 10 fight Contender Series cards, though. I think that would be a mistake if they do too many fights. I think do double the length, make it go on for longer instead of just doing, 10 events, do 20. Like, that's fine. But don't make the cards more fights. Like, I think 5 to 6 fights max. I honestly think it's a big mistake if the UFC like does 10 fight cards for Contender. I think that'll lose the magic of it. Lord J blessed us with the Sunday stream. I did. I had to. I owed you guys, man. Watching at work. I hope you're having a good fucking day. Yeah, I think 5 fights. If they want one more, do 6 fights. That's it. Not more than 6. The fun part about Contender Series is it's like 2 hours of nonstop action. I would rather that than if they try to stretch it out to like 4 hours of fights. Alvin Hines, dude, he's an okay wrestler. He's kind of strong, but I think Janiz is going to knock him the fuck out. If Carl Williams couldn't get down Janiz, I don't think Alvin Hines can. He doesn't look that good. He looks like kind of a 2007 heavyweight. That's the vibe I get completely. Feels like Pereira's throwing his hat into the mix to get the big bag fight against Aspinall. Yeah, but he's coming off a loss to Ankalaev. Exactly. They're going to make Contender Series go for more weeks. I think what they should do is they should do 2 seasons a year. I think they should do it in the fall and they should do it in the spring. I think that's the best way to do it. 2 seasons a year is lit. They don't need to do it all just fucking 20 weeks straight. Do 10 weeks on and then say, we're going to be back in 3 months with another 10 weeks. That's perfect. That's the perfect strategy. 2 seasons a year, but don't do them all continuous 20 weeks straight. Go 10 weeks, make us miss it a little bit, and then bring it back. Spring and the fall, I'm telling you, that's the perfect strategy. Spring and the fall, especially because sometimes the early portion of the UFC in the spring is a little weak, right? So maybe they bring it like, okay, let's say they bring Contender Series early February, so a little late winter, but then into the spring. And then they tend to bring it late summer into the fall. Boom. Late winter into the spring, late summer into the fall. Perfect. Perfect. That's what the Contender Series needs. Bro, if they do 2 shows a week, I'm going to be a little bit annoyed. I won't lie to you. I don't really feel like doing fucking, nah, fuck that. Don't do 2 shows a week, please. Please, for the love of God. Please don't do 2 shows a week, bro. Please, God. God, no. Fuck no. If they do 2 shows a week, I'm going to be angry. That's too much, bro. Too much, too much, too much, too much. I got to make picks for all this shit. That's a lot of work. Bro, I just rather them do 2 separate seasons. Why the fuck they got to do a 10? Just do 10 weeks on, 3 months off, 10 weeks on. Just do it twice a year. You watch Contender Series on ESPN Plus, 20 streams a week, bro. I'll be working like a fucking racehorse, man. I will be overloaded with fucking content if that's the case. It'll be Monday predictions for Contender Series event 1, Wednesday predictions for Contender Series event 2, and then Tuesday this week's best MMA bets. I'm gonna lose my fucking marbles. I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pretty annoyed. I won't lie to you, man. I get it. It'll be amazing for viewership. I'll probably grow fucking way more subscribers a week, and I'll probably make more money than I've ever made in my fucking life. But on the flip side, I feel like I have no fucking time. I'm taking vacation. So a week from today, I'm going on vacation, boy. I'll be doing the picks for the Derek Lewis and Taliesin Teixeira fight card from the road. Yeah, I mean, Doug, if it happens, you know I'm dialing in. I haven't done a UFC 5 gaming stream because I don't think the game's that good. I said this. I will do UFC 6 gaming streams. I will start gaming streams. I'm gonna do it. Like I'm not bullshitting with you guys. It's gonna happen. But I just can't bring myself to do UFC 5 because I find it rather boring. Like it's okay at best. I can play a couple fights and I start falling asleep. I start being like, ugh. I think Faziev going to start stacking wins against too. What games do I play lately? None, but I did play Undisputed one day. Hey, thank you, dog. I'm a hardworking man. You know I'm dialed into this shit. Listen, if they want to do Contender Series twice a week, I will make the content work. I will be working like a fucking madman. Okay. I'll be doing predictions twice a week. I'll be doing fucking 3 fight companions a week. That's fine. I'll do it. But I would rather they just do 2 seasons a year as opposed to just 2 fight cards a week. So I like Tuesday night for the Contender Series. Just, do it. Like I said, late winter into the spring, late summer into the fall. Bam. Bro, we're about to pop off. It's good for me, though. Me being a fight companion, G, bro, this is good for me. If they do it long, fuck. You're the only YouTuber I actually believe who says they'll still be doing this at 70. Anyone else saying that is cap? That's funny, though. You're right, though. This is what I'm doing forever. You guys think it's a game? No. I'm committed to this forever, bro. I've done extremely well in, the first 5 years. So I can't imagine what 50 years from now would bring. You see what I'm saying? I'm doing the shit. This is what I'm doing. I'm locked into the content. I'm covering the UFC forever, bro. I think MMA is the best sport in the world. I'm going to keep covering it. I like Contender Series a fuck ton. I'm going to be happy to do more Contender Series predictions. But I would rather 2 seasons as opposed to twice a week. But if it's twice a week, I will make it happen. I will make it happen, bro. I'm just excited to see 50K subscribers and then 60K. Like, it's going to be pretty crazy. This next 6 months is going to be wild. What if I made enough money to retire to still do it? Yeah, I'd still fucking do it. Yeah, it's probably making me a bit more than a 9 to 5 would right now. Yeah. I do think I'll be on YouTube covering MMA in 10 years. I don't want to do anything else, bro. I don't see anything else for me besides covering it. Maybe fucking doing MMA myself and taking a fucking celebrity fight or something. Like, that's it, though. I don't see myself going to the office and working for Joe Schmo's advertising firm or selling houses or something. I don't see it, dude. This is what I see for myself. This is all I've ever seen. So I'm going to give my fucking soul to it. I give my life to this game. I dedicated all to this. I'm putting my fucking soul on the line for this shit. I want to do more. I still feel like I don't do enough, bro. That's the truth. I'll replace Joe Rogan in 10 years, AJ. We'll see. I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. I'm blessed to do this full time and make money. Like, I can survive. You see what I'm saying? I can live. Like, I'm good. Of course, the goal is, though, to flourish. Not that I want to get a Bugatti or anything like that, but I would like to get a Mercedes AMG in 10 years in that, vicinity. Just to have. Just to have. I probably would fucking not put any miles on it, but I'd have it. It's like a long-term goal. I like the Mercedes AMG. That's probably what I would get. A Mercedes AMG. Chat, we're at 50 likes. We're halfway to 100, you certified savages. I want to get 100 likes up in here. We're starting the week off right with a Sunday stream. Have I made 6 figures, bruh? Not yet. Let me see. I'm not going to tell you an exact number, but let me see where I'm on. Am I in track for it this year? Boom, 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 boom. Halfway through. I mean, it's possible for this year, but I'm just grateful for where I'm at. I'm just grateful for what I'm doing, how much I've made over the past year. I'm very lucky, bro. I mean, I don't think I'm lucky, to be honest. I'm hardworking. I'm very dialed in. I mean, I stream every day. I do videos every day. I'm here every card. Even when, like, UFC Baku, bro, this was not a big card. Easily, I could say, fuck this. I'll go live for the main. Nope. I do every fight. I owe so much to Dana for growing. Listen, if it wasn't for Dana, you're right. I would have had to have done boxing content. I'm thinking I definitely want to do content for the Crawford and Canelo fucking boxing match. I'll probably be locked in for that fight. I want to watch that. But I'll tell you, man, boxing cards just bore the fuck out of me because there's so many fights in boxing I don't care about. September 13th, 8 p.m. Eastern time, Saturday. And the UFC is on at what time that day? That's what I'm wondering. Because I know that it's got to be a card September 13th. It's a UFC Fight Night Noche card. Oh, shit. Rafa Garcia's fighting Jared Gordon. I didn't even know about this fight. Jared Gordon's going to beat Rafa Garcia's ass. So Noche takes place that same day. That's really weird that they're fucking doing that. I hate that they're doing that. They're going head-to-head with Canelo. But if timelines work out, I mean, I'd like to still watch the Canelo fight. September 13th. Yeah, I stay doing prelims. Don't worry, I won't stop. I hate being late. I'm sorry I missed the first fight on the card or the first round of the first fight on the card, but I did watch it. I was watching it in the living room, man. I was thinking to myself, bro, one day I just got to set the stream up in my living room, just a lazy day stream, maybe for like an Apex card. I'm like, listen, guys, I'm laying on the fucking couch. I'll be here the whole card, but I'm laying on the fucking couch. Dana always does that, man. This is the third time to go head to head with Canelo. I think it's a mistake to go head to head with Canelo. Canelo is boxing for Latin America, for God's sake. I think UFC are waiting to see the outcome of Topuria Oliveira in case Topuria loses so they can make the Volk rematch. I didn't even think of that. I don't know. Jones already commented on his retirement, Lethal Sugar. He posted shit on X. Maybe in person, you're saying? I don't know. Walking in the gym now, about to destroy chest and tries. Have a great push day, bro. Push day is the best. 3 or 4 blatant cage grabs. Yeah, there was. There was. I did a chat GPT physique analysis and I said, yo, can you estimate my body fat? And honestly, chat GPT is pretty good. So I did a picture of myself from today. And I was like, all right, body fat percentage and physique analysis. Estimation was 14 to 16% body fat, which I completely agreed with. I think I'm probably right around that range. Dude, I want to get down to 10 to 12 though. I'm going to. When I get back from vacation, I'm dialing in. I'm staying cutting until September. And then I'm going to do like a rebuilding phase, adding calories slowly with Shirley, bro. I'm hitting 405 again on squat, bro. I miss squatting heavy. I love squats, bro. Dana said the main cards are on at different times, which is good. I hope that the boxing starts later. Hey, I know you guys want to see a Ribski from me, but I'm not fucking around today. It's a special Sunday show. I will do a Ribski at 70 likes. I'm not cheaping out, and I'm shadow boxing at 100. I think that's a fair, percentage based range. 70 likes for the Ribski, right? 100 likes for the shadow box. I think that's the only way to do it. So if you want a shadow box and a Ribski, hit the fucking likes. And what are we at for subscribers, man? What are we at for subs? We're at 49,049 subscribers. I want to get 49,052. So if there's 3 people here who haven't hit subscribe, if you're loving the Sunday live stream, all right, let me know in the comments. I'm open to doing Sunday live streams more often. I just got to get more on point with my fucking notes throughout the week. This week I did pretty good. I have a fair amount of notes done. And to be honest, bro, there's certain cards where it's like, I know this shit like the back of my fucking hand. You see what I'm saying? I know this shit like the back of my fucking hand type shit. So I'm not really too worried about, certain fight matchups and whatnot. Bazzi, it's a special Sunday live for the people, man. I wanted to bless you guys with a Sunday show, okay? I felt like it was a good way to start the week off with a Sunday show. We hit 49,000 subscribers yesterday. That's a reason to celebrate, and I'm happy to be here now. Dude, Nico Price is about to get smoked on Saturday. Jacoby Smith is pretty good. It's a Sunday motherfucking fun day. What's up, Hamcam? AJ, what are your thoughts on Lima? To jump from Barsalos to Lima is wild to me. Figured they would have gave Peyton a more favorable matchup. I don't get it. The only red flag around Lima, though, is in the UFC, he's been fighting at 145, and this fight's at bantamweight. So, I don't know. Is the weight cut going to be a little too much for him? Yo, this is the church, bro. This is the church of AJ DeVito, man. This is the church of AJ DeVito, chat. This is AJ's church. Welcome to the Sunday show. The church of AJ, baby. Bro, the next card is definitely top 2 cards of the year. Low-key feel Benil is a nightmare matchup for Moicano. He's stronger in the grappling, has more power. Moicano has no KO power. Let me tell you, Fight Milk, that's a pick that I'm unsure of so far. I'm sending Jones to hell, Pastor DeVito. Listen, the pastor says it's up to the Lord to decide on the final resting place of thy sinners. You understand me? It's not up to me, chat. You know, if I start doing Sunday streams, we can call it the fucking lunchtime live Sunday mass. I might start wearing like a collar and shit. I have the Bible in my hand. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I say, Jesus, Jesus. In the name of Jesus. Fizzy of Matrix dodges. Didn't give him a bonus is crazy to me. He didn't deserve the bonus. He got the win bonus. That's enough, I think. They might want Talbot to crush a prospect in return for his loss. If Talbot beats Lima, he's back in the UFC's good graces. I think that's the type of position they're putting him in. Talbot can't stop takedowns. I will bet money he's worked his ass off on takedown defense. But Felipe Lima's really good. Pastor AJ, bro. I'm Pastor AJ up in here, man. This is the UFC's holy mass, guys. All right. This is the Sunday mass. Maybe that's a new live stream I got to bring, bro. The Sunday mass, bro. We won't do it early in the morning like you're at the Catholic Church. We'll do it in the middle of the day, you know, like 2:30, 2:15, 2 o'clock. Yes, 317 picks dropped today, chat. Talbot, kind of a cool dude. His YouTube's underrated. I haven't really watched his videos, to be real with you. But I know that he's doing YouTube, which is smart for a fighter to do YouTube. If you're a fighter and you're not doing YouTube, what are you doing? I mean, I guess if your personality sucks, then yeah, nobody will give a fuck. But if you're actually cool and you're a fighter and you do fucking YouTube, smart. Just don't do prediction videos if you're not going to know shit about the UFC. That's why I respect the fighters that don't do picks videos and just make good videos. Because like some fighters be doing prediction videos thinking being a fighter means you know something. When it's like they don't know shit about the opponents. It's like, what are you talking about? Absolutely fabulous. Hey, chat, 8 likes away from 70. You guys said it. You said, AJ, it's the Sunday mass. It's a special show. I want a Ribski. All right, listen, I'll do it. You think I should start a prediction channel? I'm low-key on the fence. Why not, Trebot? Listen, KZ started one. Why not? KZ is doing picks. You know, there's subscribers doing picks, different fucking mods. Why not try it out, man? Maybe you fucking do a little collab with KZ, bro. Try it out. Maybe he'll fucking, you know, get you flowing. I don't know. I think it's a decent idea. It's like, you know, you become just a valued member in the prediction space, but also like, you know, it's fun for your peers in chat to look at what you're doing, right? Because, you know, if you're consistently in the chat, I'm sure that other members of the chat would be curious to see your videos. So it like kind of, you know, takes you off the ground running. Like, let me go to KZ's channel right now. How many subs are you at, KZ? 300 subscribers for KZ. He's breaking 147 views on a picks video, which is actually really good. His live streams obviously a little bit different, but he's hanging out. I mean, how many? He's got some likes up in here. People are tuning in. He's got the live chat replay. There's messages going through. He's having conversations with valued members of chat and whatnot. I mean, it's something, bro. How many likes he got on this? He's got 9, which is good, honestly, and he's got comments. 148 views is good. Like, as somebody who's been doing YouTube long time, like, I'll tell you, bro, 148 views is good. It's a good way to start. You know, it takes a really fucking long time. You're on the most correct picks 2 weeks in a row, prediction track. You're doing good, KZ. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep having a good time, man. The key with the content, really, number one, is fucking enjoyable to listen to. You know, I would say if you're a picks guru, but you're an asshole, nobody gives a fuck. If you trash your picks, but you love the sport, you fucking having fun, and you really give a fuck about what happens, you're going to get more success than the guy who's got good picks and just sucks, you know? I would say give it a whirl, man. For me, it's easy to say because how many fucking hours of content have I done? But if you're new to the camera, it's nerve-wracking. Like, I could make a video right now off anything. I could grab my phone right now and I could make a full video off rip. All right. Right now, let me just say, imagine I fucking was just lazy. Listen, chat, I'm doing a stream right now on my phone, but I need to do a video. This Jon Jones debacle. What the fuck is going on? I got to post this shit. I think Jon Jones is a certified fucking crackhead. You know what I'm saying? I don't fucking know what I'm saying, but you get what I mean? Like, I could make a video off my phone if I needed to. Realistically, if I was on the road, I could post a video from my phone if I really needed to. If it was like the only option, I could. You feel last car was the hardest to make picks on? One of, for sure. I got fucking rocked, bro. What's up, Death Chill, you fucking savage? Imagine Taporia actually moves up to welterweight. He looked like a bloated hamster up there. He's not winning the welterweight belt, bro. Taporia's a little delusional. The sport is ruined if Oliveira wins. Perhaps they make the Armin rematch, but we all know how that ends. Yeah, I think the sport is in a deep fucking shit situation. If so, I agree. Jamal Hill does have a nice studio. I've seen that. Maybe eventually, Doug, you know? I'll say definitely eventually I'll fucking get a more ball in the studio. But for now, I'm happy with this. Imagine Taporia actually moves up to welterweight. I already read that one. It's so good, I'll read it twice. He would look like a bloated ass hamster, dude. He would look like a little bloated hamster, bro. Little puffy cheeks Taporia. But yeah, I think Taporia is fucking Oliveira up. Spoiler, you already knew my pick. We'll talk about that fight in a little bit. We'll talk about that fight in a little bit, chat. We'll break it down in just a while. Lombard was 5'9", to be fair. He wasn't 5'7". Hill cashed in. He got pay-per-view points for 300 plus all the other fights on the way down. Bro, set for life. I guess so. Yeah, most predictions last week got smoked. If Taporia can be like Fiziev, he can handle it. Taporia is powerful. I agree, bro. I like this studio right now, though. For what it is, I like how it is. You know? I like this vibe. I like the background. I like the lights. I like the chair. I like the comfortability. When I come sit in this fucking chair, I feel like I'm at home, chat. I feel comfortable. Hey, 3 likes away from 70. What the fuck is up, chat? 3 likes away from 70. I'm just going to get this shit locked and loaded because I know the people are going to hit the like button for me. I have faith in my people, man. I have faith in my savage community. I have faith in you certified animals. You understand? I have faith in you badass motherfuckers. I have faith. We could use this studio for life. It's like our second home. I'm saying hollow already. Hey, I got you, Justin. Special Sunday live. I got to go live more on Sundays, man. I know you guys like a little Sunday because some people can't make it during the week and they tell me, bro, I'm missing the streams, bro. And I'm like, you know what? Sunday's the perfect day. Thank you, guys. I'm shadow boxing at 100 likes. So make sure you run me likes up. Run them to the fucking moon. Run me likes up, chat. Run me likes up. Show the love. I'm pissed off that I can't work out. My girlfriend's so hot, and I'm just here fucking rotting away from muscle atrophy. KZ, that's funny. Can you do bicep curls or anything? Like, can you do upper body, or you're not allowed to do anything? The hair is not gone, bro. I just have it tied. I think about shaving my head at least once a month. But no, it's right here. I just got it tied down, you know? I got it looking loose and limber. No, I know what you mean, Doug, for sure. Cute ponytail. Thank you, Vince G. KZ tore his ACL really bad. He just got surgery. Ilya has a lot to lose. Other than this fight, his reputation is also on the line. As he spoke so much shit about Islam, he'll never hear the end of it. I don't think he's losing to Charles. You can do bicep curls. We only have a 9-pound dumbbell. That sucks. Yes, I'm using a Shure mic. Well, KZ, when do you think you'll be mobile enough to like drive to the gym? 3 weeks ago, yesterday? Dude, I kind of went by fast. When do you think you'll be mobile enough to drive to the gym? Like, what's the timeline of that? Yeah, John's got another charge he's getting hit with, bro. Jon Jones he's a born criminal, chat. Listen, he's a born criminal, but you know what I am? I'm a born motherfucking. You hear the music? Uh, 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 uh. Jon Jones, put him behind bars. This man can't function in a regular society. All right? Today's a day for Mafia J. I gotta bring him up. Madman Mafia J up on the fucking screen, having a little swaggerlicious cigar, you know? I'm not fucking around up in here, chat. I owe you guys a rip. Thank you guys for the likes. Thank you guys for the love on the Sunday show. It's a special edition, but it might become a staple of the channel because you guys seem to be loving the Sunday action. W to the people. Let's get it. Woo! Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Sunday savagery. Khalil Roundtree's a fucking warrior. Khalil Roundtree's a true Mortal Kombat character. A true king of Muay Thai. Jamal Hill, it looks like he should be flipping burgers again, unfortunately, man. I'm sorry to say it. Looks like the fight career is on its way out, you know? It's the final ever for Jamal. He don't have much left. He got tuned up. 4 rounds to 1, 5 rounds to zip. It was worth nothing. All right? I think Jamal Hill's UFC career is falling off, sadly. That Achilles tear, it seems like he can't even get in shape anymore. I don't know what the diet is, but it looks like he's eating a little too much carbs. You understand? He got a little too much pudge in the midsection. And Khalil, I mean, he spent his whole youth eating carbs. You understand? He was a fat fuck. Now, Khalil Roundtree, jack shredded and a badass fighter. And what a turnaround. What a life turnaround for Khalil Roundtree. Congratulations. There's a little ripski for the folks, man. There's a ripski for the folks. All right? Hey, let me see it, KZ. Yeah, send it to me, bro. Send it to me. KZ sent me his Baku thumbnail. Let me see it. Domination, fight of the year, still elite. Calling ambulance, but not for me. That's actually pretty cool. Could we change one thing? Could we change one thing? I feel like it needs some red in there. Somewhere could we put red? That would be my only request. I wish there was like a slot where you could write weird card or like trash card or something. But I think this is pretty good. I'd say this is at the very least a good start. I think it works. I think it works, Casey. I think it works. I think it works. When are we getting the UFC 318 co-main event? Is it the 318 co-main event already there? What are we talking about? UFC 318 co-main event. Yeah, Marvin Vettori, Brendan Allen. Congratulations, guys. Welcome to the UFC. Yeah, you missed Ripski time, Austin Edwards, but it's all right because the like button is moving pretty good. You're not going to miss Shadowbox time. AJ for the boys, put Aspinall's update on the live stream. It's a YouTube short. It's only about 60 seconds. Let's do it, bro, and get the chat's reaction. Let me find it. It's on YouTube. Tommy Aspinall. Tommy Aspinall. What is his video, bro? He's still wearing the interim belt. I'm not going to bring that video up, bro. I can't. I'm not risking him saying it's copyrighted or something like that. Not worth my risk. But I'm glad he's excited. All right. I'm glad he's happy. Jamal really looked like the assistant manager at Burger King. Unfortunate fall off, dude. Unfortunately, that's how the game goes, man. You're riding high, living worldwide, and then the tragic downfall. Who would you like to see Fiziev fight next? Dan Hooker. I saw the video, Doug, but I don't want to risk bringing it up. That's his video, man. It's not like that's a media interview. He recorded that himself. I ain't gonna take the risk. Like if he just wanted to, like not saying he will, but if he wanted to, he could easily flag it. Bro, I know he wants to get this division active again. I can at least listen to it. He wants to be active. Why did he use a filter, bro? It's like he made himself look smoother. You see that? Shit looks like AI, to be honest. But Aspinall is gonna fight. Essentially, what he's telling us is you're gonna see the heavyweight division. It's not just gonna be random ass fights. It's just Tom Aspinall on his short talking about being the champion and getting the division moving again. It was his like, reaction to becoming the champ. I feel bad for Hill. He wasn't a bad fighter and lost the belt due to injury and hasn't been the same. He hasn't been the same at all. He's fallen off hard. He's fallen off hard, Mr. Casey. He's fallen off badly. Yeah, Tom Aspinall is going to go straight to defending its title. So how this works, we've seen it before. Robert Whitaker became a champion like this when Michael Bisping and GSP fought. GSP retired after the fight. The interim champion was Robert Whitaker. GSP chose not to fight him, retired from the sport, and just came back for like a one-off fight against Michael Bisping and won the belt. We don't call him a duck though. Why? It just didn't feel right for a GSP to have to fight against a guy like Whitaker. GSP was like, an outstanding mixed martial artist inside and outside the cage, right? So it's like almost hold him to a different standard. We're honored for the one-off comeback fight and then calling it. Listen, he didn't talk crazy shit. He didn't lead us on. He never really mentioned fighting beyond a Bisping fight. It was like, hey, I'm doing this fight against Bisping as a chance to come back and just show myself to you guys one last time. It was like that was the farewell fight. Jon Jones was like, hey, I'm back now and I'm winning the heavyweight belt. And then he wins the heavyweight belt. And then we got to wait 2 years to see him defend. The division is held up. I'm sure if GSP would have done that, he would have been getting shit on too. But it's just because, GSP was pretty open about not being sure about sticking around, not being sure. That's how it felt. He wasn't sure about sticking around. And it's like people didn't want GSP to lose as bad. They didn't want GSP to lose as bad as people want to see Jon Jones lose. People want to see Jon Jones take that loss. GSP lost. GSP took 2 L's. GSP has some moments in his career, even against Johnny Hendricks. I mean, that fight easily could have gone towards Hendricks. Different judge, different night. Johnny Hendricks is a fucking world champion. GSP didn't hold up divisions either. That's a huge thing. Fair. Johnny Big Rig Hendricks, man. What an era. You know what's crazy? Why did the UFC never book Robbie Lawler versus Johnny Hendricks too? Why was that fight never booked? I never understood that. Did Johnny Hendricks fail a drug test? Is that what happened? I don't remember. Oh, he was scheduled for, I remember now. Scheduled for a Woodley fight, couldn't make the weight. USADA banned the TRT. Next thing you know it, the Wonder Boy loss. I think they were open to giving him that fight because I remember when they booked him versus Matt Brown, that was like his get back fight. That was a get back fight. It was like, oh shit, Hendricks is not fucking around. And let's be honest, dog. Let's be fucking honest, okay? If you watch the old era, if you were around, Robbie Lawler didn't win that rematch against Johnny Hendricks. He got blessed with that decision, and the UFC was glad to have him because, you know, Robbie Lawler, bit of like a cult fan base, always in fun fights, OG of the sport. His win over Johnny Hendricks was, you know, testy split decision. But he had gone on a tear since their first fight, 1-2 in a row, and I was happy that he got the belt. Regardless, the decision was testy, man. I'd have to go back and rewatch, but I remember at the time thinking, I don't know if I agree with that. And then you look at what he did, though, man. He wins the fucking belt. He has badass fight with Rory McDonald in a fucking rematch. That fight was sick. Badass fight with, you know, Condit. Not as badass as fucking the McDonald fight, but still a good matchup. Technical striking war, beats Condit on a close decision. And then Woodley knocks him out in one punch. And like that was kind of all she wrote, you know? I saw that Hendricks works as a cop now. Johnny Hendricks was a bad motherfucker in his prime. Ultimately, though, that fucking USADA coming in, it was like you get the air balloon, you got the filled up balloon, and you bring it down to just a little air left, you know? He wasn't the same. When he was on the PEDs, bro, Johnny Hendricks was a fucking monster, bro. Granted, he was on steroids, so it skews everything, you know? When he got off of it, it just fell apart. It fell apart, man. I think he couldn't get his confidence back. He always had issues with the scale in general. I think he liked to eat. He was a bad motherfucker at one point, though. Matt Hughes was good at grappling, but talked too much shit, so GSP had to put him down. It was nice when GSP beat him in their rematch. Jones is like the Floyd Mayweather of MMA, questionable and tarnished legacy. The light heavyweight legacy is legit, bro. The light heavyweight legacy is legit, regardless of the Reyes fight. Light heavyweight, he was legit. I will say different than Floyd, though. Very different energy around it. It's not the same, bro. Like Floyd also had boring ass fights. Like Floyd was the most boring fight you're ever gonna watch. Like you're paying to watch boredom. The only Floyd fight I really enjoyed was that Marcos Maidana fight when Maidana should have got the decision. Every other fight from Floyd, he's playing touch move, and it was just boring as fuck to watch. It's like you're hoping somebody can track this motherfucker down and crack him, but they just couldn't do it. He's too good at boxing, man. Floyd is just too clean. Say what you want about the boredom. He's a great fighter in boxing. As far as entertainment value, fuck, dude. That sucked. Watching Floyd Mayweather fight, I watched Floyd's prime, bro. And I remember like the pretty boy Floyd hit different. You know, like Floyd was still cracking. Then like the fucking Mad Money Mayweather era, when he really started going Mad Money Mayweather, was like touch butt, bro. I remember this. I started watching Floyd, right? I'm a young kid. I'm watching him against Oscar De La Hoya. I remember watching this fight as a kid. Competitive fight, he wins, but like, you know, good matchup. Then he fights Ricky Hatton and he knocks him out. And it's like, oh shit, like Floyd's dangerous, right? Floyd, a guy in KOs. Like he was not a guy that just won close, boring decisions. He was in good fights and he was cracking with big shots. And then things all started changing because then it was Mr. Touch move. The Marquez fight, touch move. Mosley hit him with a good shot, but mostly touch move. And then it was just like the Victor Ortiz fight, he got a stoppage, but let's be real. In that fucking matchup, it was absolute trash. Can you tell us, you think it's harder working a 9 to 5 or doing what you're doing now? At least for me, I would say working 9 to 5, right? Because I'd be like, oh, I don't know if this is what I want to do. I'm not building it like myself. But if you like your job and you're cool with that and like you don't have like a desire to build something, and you just like looking for something you can work, make some money, pay your bills, have a good life, 9 to 5 is good. I would say then what I'm doing will probably be harder for you, bro. Because you'll be like, bro, I don't got the ideas for this shit. Fuck, I want to enjoy my fucking Saturday. It depends on the lifestyle you want to live, To me, I'm happy to work every Saturday. I'm happy to work every Sunday. I like it. I grew up watching my mom work in a hospital, right? So she was working Saturday and Sundays. My dad was fucking working Saturday, Sundays, bro. So like I seen it. I never really viewed it as a weird thing. I like being off during the week. I'm not really ever off, but you know what I'm saying? Like I like Monday, I get up when I feel like it. I'd rather do every day content whenever there's UFC every day and enjoy the time I get to get out of bed, the time I get to go to the gym, the time I get to go to sleep. I have no issue working every day. I do content every day. I love it. I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to come live. I'm happy to hang out. I'm happy to make pics. I'm happy to make videos, What I do is still like entertainment. It's got to be your personality. So for me, I'd say the 9 to 5 is harder. That would be my pick. I'd say 9 to 5. But maybe you would be harder to do this, It's hard to say. I can't really imagine it. Do 4 member streams today? Haha. I got picks to do later, bro. This is not the only content I'm doing, bro. I got a full card breakdown I got to do. But I had to come on live and talk about the Jon Jones situation. I couldn't just let that shit die off. Who's next for the Baku winners? I've been doing that during the recap. I don't know if you guys watch the recap or not, but if you do, when I do the recap show, I always try to discuss like my what's next pondering. I like the idea of Roundtree Yuri Prohashka a lot. I think the UFC should just capitalize on that matchup. It's too good of a fucking fight to pass up. It would be stupid not to do it. It would be fucking stupid to not make that fight. AJ, give us your thoughts on the Jones and the guard situation. So weird. Jones and the guard. Wait. The guard. You talking about this charge he has against him right now? Or you talking? What do you mean by the guard? Great answer, AJ. Love the show. I would hate an alternate reality of you working a 9 to 5. Right, David Pan. It's not my forte. I'm supposed to be here. I'm here to entertain people. And I'm here to, offer value with the insight. I was watching your recap video, Baku, AJ, and I'm not going to lie. I hated your Roofy versus Sadikov suggestion. I want them both to keep winning. I don't blame you, KZ. I said, listen, if they fight, like, that's rough. The Torres fight is like Sadikov has a path to win more clearly. Roofy, it's like, shit, man. He might be outmatched in technicality. Anderson Silva was such a guy to show someone who was watching UFC for the first time. We need one of those now. Who's that? Who's that of this era? Who is the Anderson Silva you show this person that doesn't watch? The security guard with his pants down? That type of shit, what I genuinely think. Very sus behavior. Very weird. If it was you who did that and I was your friend, I say, oh, you gay? What the fuck are you doing? You blowing him? You giving him head? I say, you got a secret you want to tell? But because it's Jon Jones, say, well, we'll give him the benefit that he's the UFC champ. If we judge him from how we judge one of our buddies, all right, we would say, all right, bro, we know what's going on here. We're like, all right, man, next time I'll keep my shirt on when we go to the fucking pool, my friend. Listen, if you're changing, go over there, I'll be over here. We're still cool. We're still buddies, man. When next time, Jones comes after practice and smacks his fucking teammate's ass, it's like, what is the intent? I think he grabbed me a little bit. What is the intent of that? So, I think it's quite odd. You probably show Ilya he's lit. He is lit. I like Ilya's style. I like Ilya's confidence. I like his flow. I like Ilya Taporia. Where in the conversation do you think Dillashaw will be amongst the greats? Forgotten. Without the suspensions? Without the suspensions, legend. But because of it, It's hard, man. Because it'll always be, bro, but he was taking fucking EPO. He was taking EPO. I vote for a clean sport. I just don't know if the sport's clean. Why does he always want to work on the north-south positions? They say that's his favorite training style, man. Cam, I'm looking at it wrong. Dude, it's not the issue of if he's gay or not. Nobody cares that much, bro. Like, I don't think anybody really cares that much. I would say the issue would be the fact that he had a fucking wife, kids, hid it all for years and was doing such shit on the side. And then like presenting himself as just like this strict conservative Christian good boy. Like, and then that comes out. It's like, dude, what the fuck? I feel like it's also because him having legal issues, bro. It's like there's not a positive end. Like Jon Jones is a very controversial figure in MMA. Like Muhammad Ali at one point was considered a controversial figure in boxing, right? Muhammad Ali dodged the draft, right? But he didn't want to go fight in that war. And I respect the fucking reasoning to go do it for what? I respect it. I respect why he said no to that. And then he was hated by the public, but he stood on a value that he had in his heart. Jon Jones' troubles that he's gotten himself into are just being a careless person, right? Not having too much care for others, maybe you could say, but Jon Jones, when he's sober, isn't like that. And I'm sure when Jon Jones is sober, is a different guy, but it seems that he is very open to getting fucked up on the reg. And when he gets fucked up, he seems to lose control. He has no impulse control. Makes him twice as impressive. Really? There's no good gay fighters except the best fighter ever. That's crazy parallel. I get what you're saying, KM. Okay. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. That's funny, actually. If that's true, it's like he's the best ever, or it's just nothing. That's why Jon Jones has done all this fuck shit, because he's like fighting that battle on the inside. He's fighting that against himself and he's angry about it. Shit. Compelling argument, man. I know Guru has said things like that. It's just how can we say unless he says? You see what I'm saying? We can all speculate and bullshit. But unless he says it, I can't fully believe it. Like, I know he does have kids. Suppress gay rage, best base for MMA. That's funny as fuck, bro. Oh shit. Both have their issues outside the cage. Who do you think has a better chance of returning to the octagon, Conor or Jones? As crazy as it is that Jon Jones just literally fucking retired yesterday, I'm going to say Jon Jones. I don't think Conor McGregor is coming back. Hey, we're at 85 likes, chat. I want a shadow box for you savages. Can we break into triple digits? Hit the motherfucking like button, chat. Oh, bro, I'm hella excited for Moneyline. Are you kidding me? If you watching Moneyline this week, Finch, you got to understand. Jon Jones, Mike Finch, not it. Finch has not been a big Jones guy ever. I have been more of a Jon Jones fan. Jon Jones was my favorite fighter as a kid, bro. I think Jon Jones is the best fighter to ever do it when he's fought. I think it's unfortunate that it was stolen from us by him making, erratic decisions, a greater career than what it even was, Unfortunately, Jon Jones is one of those, like, himself being his worst enemy type of situations. But when I watched Jon Jones on the come up, I was always mesmerized by the skills. And I think he's the best. I think he's the best, bro. I think he's the best that's ever done it. I think him and Tom Aspinall would have actually been a really competitive fight. I think Aspinall could have definitely knocked him out, but I think Jon Jones would have made it a lot closer than some people say, oh, Aspinall's just going to chin him. I think it would have been a fight. But Jon Jones here is not right. And I think that's the problem, man. Now he's saying here he is right. Oh, I'm happy now. I'm not doing fight. Okay. But for so many years, man, it was just always one bullshit after the other, man. And Jon Jones is the best to ever do it, but he could have been greater than he was if he wouldn't have got into legal trouble. The problem is he was, PEDs and then the legal shit, like always something with Jon Jones that it hurts how he'll be remembered for sure. Because newer fans that didn't watch a young Jon Jones, don't see him through the eyes of me. I watched Jon Jones when he was younger than me doing fights in the UFC and like working his way up and just like, blowing up. And I think, oh, he's young, man. He got success at 23, great success. And, along the way, there was definitely some fuck shit. And you would think, okay, fuck shit. He's 25, 26, 27, 20, 29. Okay, 30. It's all good. He's got kids. He's good now. But it's like the fuck shit doesn't stop. That's the unfortunate thing with Jon Jones. The fuck shit just doesn't stop. I think Dana and Jon Jones have a long history with one another. And I think that Dana genuinely believes Jon Jones could have been greater than he was. I think Jon Jones could have been better than he even was if he wouldn't have got into, the PED shit, right? If he wouldn't have gotten the belt stripped and then taking layoffs here and there, then taking the injury leading up to the Stipe fight. Like, I think he could have had a better career. I think he could have had a better career, man. I don't think Jon Jones needed steroids. I don't think there was any purpose for him to take steroids. I don't think that there was no benefit to it. I don't think he needed anabolic steroids. I think he took them because they were around him maybe, and it was offered to him and presented like, yo, take a little bit of something, a light load Turinabol. It'll make you even better. But bro, the amounts of steroids that he tested positive for weren't high amounts, right? Now, that doesn't mean he wasn't taking higher amounts at times, but I think for like such a specimen of a athlete as far as his frame goes, he didn't need anabolic steroids to be great. He would have beaten everybody regardless. But it was at a time where steroids were still running rampant in the UFC. And then, fights fucking Daniel Cormier, and what happens, bro? I think the issue is with Jon Jones going into that Cormier fight. Again, he didn't need the steroids. He would have beat Cormier without him in their fucking fight that got overturned to a no contest. He would have beat him without him. But Jon Jones could have had bigger moments. He called out Brock Lesnar. That fight never happened. He's a narcissistic sociopath, and he intentionally poked people in the eyes and fought dirty. You think he's a narcissistic sociopath? To be honest, KZ, if you told me this 10 years ago, I'd say, nah, bro, he's just a kid. But I feel like if he would have really taken this shit as serious as he could have, bro, it could have been even better, man. He could have been even better. That's what's crazy. Jon Jones could have been better than he was, and he was fucking great. You need roids to counter the cocaine that makes you train less. I think his issue was he liked to party. If he wasn't a party animal and he had just like the savage mentality to train, eat, sleep, fight, repeat, shit, he would have been better. Like, I feel like Kamaru Usman works his ass off, right? I don't see him as a guy getting drunk, partying. He rarely smokes weed. He said he smoked like one time. I would say if Kamaru Usman brain in Jon Jones' body, bar none, greatest of all time. He probably's 30-0. He wouldn't have gotten DQ'd against Matt Hamill, bro. He would have just fucking thrown legal elbows. You think most of these guys are narcissists? You think you're better at fighting than everybody else? That's what you do as a job? I guess. I don't know, though, man. I wouldn't say it definitely makes you narcissistic. I think you just could love the fight and believe in yourself. Dude, I wish you would have fought Tom Aspinall and lost, bro. I wish you would have done the rematch against Dom Reyes. A lot of I wish. A lot of I wishes, man. That's how I feel with the Jon Jones legacy. It's a great legacy, and he's a legend, and he's a GOAT, but it could have been better, bro. It could have been fucking better. It could have been better. People don't count him being a duck so hard because of everything else. Yeah, agreed. Like, if Jon Jones was like just a good dude, and Jon Jones wasn't getting into trouble, and it was like Jon Jones doesn't want to fight Aspinall, we would have said, you know what? We respect that, man. You want to retire? Totally fair. But instead, it was like everybody was just preying on his downfall. And I'm not shitting on people for preying on his downfall. It was an egregious character a lot of his career, man. You know? He did a lot of fuck shit throughout it. So I see why the hope was that he would fight Aspinall and get knocked out. Habib can retire 29-0 and people say he didn't duck anybody. Dude, Habib's a good man. They're not going to find the flaw. There wasn't a, to be fair, for Habib, there wasn't a Tom Aspinall. There wasn't a Tom Aspinall out there. It's not like there was somebody that was there that they're like, yo, this guy's on the come up right now and Habib needs to fight him. Who was that? Ilia Topuria didn't exist at that time. Charles Oliveira wasn't on fire like he is now. Or I guess now, not now, but like he was after. I mean, there was Charles Oliveira, but it wasn't that much of a oomph. Like you didn't need it. You see what I'm saying? Like Charles Oliveira looked really good, but I don't think it was like you needed it. The McGregor fight was there, but he already had beaten him. I don't know. I felt like for Habib, yes, it would have been awesome if he would have fought against the likes of Charles Oliveira, but I don't think it's that detrimental that he didn't, I guess to say. He retired in retired in October of 2020. Charles Oliveira won the belt in 2021. Charles Oliveira fought Tony Ferguson in December of 2020. He was definitely on a tear, but like I didn't feel it was a must-take fight for him. It just didn't feel like that. I don't think it was that. He suffers from the Mayweather syndrome. He's not entertaining, but he always wins. People start to watch him to see him lose. But Jon Jones was entertaining, though. Jon Jones was not a boring fighter. Chill if you think he was boring. If you think he was boring, you don't know. You never watched him. Jon Jones was not a boring fighter. Jon Jones was enjoyable to watch, bro. Nah, people want to see him lose because he's an asshole outside of the cage a lot of the time, especially when liquor's involved. He's a legend. The newer fans don't understand the Jon Jones prime, but at the end of the day, I do sympathize with them because I see how he's going to be remembered with the, duck of Aspinall, the duck of Ngannou, and just the holding up of the heavyweight division, plus the drug test failures, the fuck shit he did. Like, I get how, newer fans are like, yo, fuck this guy. Like, I get it. I get it. If you watched it from the prime, at one point, it was unreal. It was unreal, man. When he took out all of like the light heavyweight kings, it was unreal. Beats Shogun, beats Rampage, beats Lyoto, beats Rashad. Those are the four best fucking light heavyweights on planet Earth at the time. Those were the motherfucking guys. Those were like, that's when light heavyweight was lit. When light heavyweight was lit, Lyoto Machida, monster, had the belt, right? Shogun Rua, monster, beat Lyoto Machida. Rashad Evans, technical fucking maestro, but unfortunately, Lyoto ended him badly. But he was still fire, badass wrestling, good boxing. Rampage Jackson, heavy-handed, still was out there doing well. Beat Lyoto Machida by controversial decision, but still beat him. And he was a legend of pride. Like those were the guys back then. Those were the motherfuckers. And then he fought Gustafsson, and like Gustafsson was that. Then he beat Glover Teixeira when Glover was like this fucking Brazilian monster who hadn't lost a fight in how long? Exactly. Those were the four playable characters in the UFC demo back in the day. I know exactly it because that was the weight class. Those were the four kings, man. And Jon Jones beat all of them. That right there, bro. That's why when people say, oh, Habib 29-0. Yeah, but like, yo, Jon Jones took out the kings at the top. And then he fucks up new guys too. He fucks up Glover, Gustafsson, Daniel Cormier. Then the issues of the drugs, though, the steroids. But I think he got into the steroids a little later. Jon Jones got into powerlifting, and that's when I think he got into the steroids. I'm not so sure he was always on steroids, man. I don't know, because his physique changed. I think somebody got in his ear. Oh, bro, you're gonna be able to perform better, bro. You're gonna recover better, bro. You're not gonna have to worry, man. Because they knew he liked to party, right? That Gustafsson fight, he got pushed to the limit. Jon Jones had an amazing career, though. Don't get it twisted, bro. Jon Jones had an amazing career. Don't get it twisted. The end of it was murky because of him holding up the division. That's why I was pissed. Him not wanting to fight Aspinall, I don't blame him. But when Jon Jones started his tear off, when he fucked up, I watched it all take place, man. He got that DQ loss against Matt Hamill, and then it was superstardom after that. They book him against Brandon Vera. He kills him. Matushenko, he kills him. Then it's Ryan Bader. Then they give him the chance to fight Shogun. Steps in against Shogun, goes out there and destroys him. Beats Rampage, beats Lyoto, beats Rashad. Then they fucking book him versus Vitor Belfort in a short notice fight because Dan Henderson unfortunately pulled out. And then he didn't want to fight against Chael Sonnen. So they canceled that whole event, UFC 151, because of Jon Jones. It was actually kind of a tragedy at the time. I remember I was fucking out to dinner when I found out that shit got canceled. And I was like, what the fuck? No. And then they book him against Vitor Belfort. And bro, he's got a fucked position. Like the armbar is locked in. Vitor's got him. Vitor, unfortunately, doesn't tap him out and then ends up getting submitted himself. The Chael Sonnen fight, he breaks his toe, but he beat the shit out of Chael. And then he met his fucking match. Gustafsson, close, so close. The first guy to push him to that fucking breaking point. It was incredible to watch live because it was like, yo, Jon is about to lose right now. Jon is about to lose right now. And then he pulls through. He finds a way, spinning elbow late, takes it on the cards in a war. Then he dominates Glover Teixeira. Bro, Glover back in the day, you had to be there. He was 22 wins with 2 fucking losses. Dude had not lost since 2005, and this was 2014. He was on a 9-year unbeaten streak, bro. Dude had won 20 fights in a row, had knocked out Ryan Bader in a fucking round. He dominated Rampage. Like, Glover was scary at this time. And then Jon Jones dominates him. Then Jon Jones handles him. And then it's like, okay, what's next? Well, Jon Jones tears up his fucking knee. Little layoff, fights against Daniel Cormier, dominates Daniel Cormier. It was a really good performance. Their first fight, clean win. And then he got into the powerlifting. This is when the steroids started. Got popped. Fight against Rumble canceled. Got popped again, bro. Fuck. Actually, he fought in the in-between, to be fair. He then was supposed to fight Cormier. Cormier got injured. He fights OSP. He dominates OSP. It was a mid-fight. And then Jon Jones fails another drug test. And then he goes to grappling and he grapples with Dan Henderson. I remember all this shit when it happened. And then finally, him and Daniel Cormier booked again. I'm on a fucking cruise during this fight. I was about as mad as I'd ever been because I couldn't get the fight. I had to watch it on replay the next day. I was very upset. I remember this shit like it was yesterday. I just graduated high school. I was mesmerized. Jon Jones, head kick KO. This guy can't lose. And then he's on the steroids again. Bam. Stripped of the fucking belt, bro. 3 drug test failures. It's a shame now. Comes back after over a year and a half off. Dominates Gustafsson. Dominates Anthony Smith. And then nearly loses to Thiago Santos in 2019. Nearly loses to Dom Reyes as well. To be honest, man, that Dom Reyes fight, a lot of people felt he lost. We should all go back and rewatch it and see. And then it's years off. Then he's off for over 3 years. Chokes out, gone. Quick, Gilly. And then it's like, okay, he's at heavyweight. Nope. And then we got to wait fucking, 2+ years. It took too long. Not 2+, but like a year and a half. And then we get him in November against Stipe. And then that was wraps. And that was it. No, Jones didn't duck Rumble, KZ. I watched it live. He didn't duck him. He was scheduled to fight him. He failed the drug test and they canceled that fight. But him and Rumble were set to fight. But then what happened was Rumble lost to fucking Cormier, man. Cormier had Rumble's fucking number, and then we could never get that fight. I was pissed because I thought Rumble could have been the kryptonite to Jon Jones. Styles make the fucking fights, and it pissed me off that we never got that. Jon Jones is very hated because of the drug test failures, understandably, and what he did outside of the octagon. But inside the fucking octagon, when it all went down, he was the best that's ever done it. He was the best that's ever done it, bar none. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, what, 16 and 0 in UFC championship fights? Bro, I don't think he ducked Rumble. I think he started taking steroids and he was trying to cheat the system, and then fight got canceled. He was, dude, then he was fucking hooked on the juice. I think when he got into that powerlifting shit, that's when it all went to shit. Hey, chat, we're at 94 likes. I said I want 100 likes up in here, man. I want a shadow box. We're 6 away. We got over 125 people watching. It's a beautiful fucking Sunday. Make sure you guys hit the damn like button. I want to get 100 likes. Hit the damn likes. Rumble passing was very sad. Rumble, he had an illness, man. I forget exactly what it was. Don't quote me on it, but he was ill for a while. I think he had like a blood condition. He was kind of active, and then he was on the sidelines and he passed away. Unfortunate, man. Real tragedy. Do I think World War III is coming? I do not. I do not think World War III is coming. I think there's too much at stake. Prime Anderson better than Prime John? No. Jon Jones would have beat Anderson Silva, bro. But Anderson in his prime was a fucking spectacle. He was amazing. But no, Jon Jones would have beaten him. Jon Jones is the best to ever do it, man. Bar none. Say what you want. The duck at the end, it finishes like shit. I'm pissed off too. But he was the best. He was the best for sure. Inside of the octagon, GOAT. Outside of the octagon, immature, bro. Reckless. Stunted what he could have even been. I couldn't imagine it. I couldn't even imagine a Jon Jones who wasn't fucking around. I couldn't even fucking imagine it. I'll tell you this, though. I have some idea. What happens when Jon Jones decides to come back after Aspinall defends the belt twice? I'm going to come back. I want to do it again. Because he said his gripe with Aspinall is he hadn't seen enough of him. He wanted to see more of Aspinall. That was his hope. Something tells me Jon Jones is not going to retire officially. He's going to retire on paper. But in his soul, he knows he's got one more dance in him. What do you make a power slap move from Rumble to YouTube? Better for viewership. Definitely better for viewership. Jon would have a bigger chance to lose? Not necessarily. He wants to watch more of Tom Aspinall. Right. He's going to need cash for one more, bro. I'm sure he'll come back for one more. I don't know. I feel it in my soul. Like we're talking like it's really over. I don't think it's actually over, chat. Jon Jones is vacating the belt. Jon Jones is selling it as a retirement. There's a comeback. Not yet. Not yet. 2026. You might hear rumblings. Dude, he's gonna come back. Hollow Heretic Trust. He's gonna come back. Jon Jones will fight again before he's 40 years old. He'll do it. He'll come back. It's not over, bro. Trust, man. We've seen it with these greats. They try not to fight. And then he comes back. He's going to lay off. He's going to get the pressure off. He's going to wake up one morning, see an Aspinall defender. He's saying, fuck this guy. I'm doing it now. He's got to get his head out of his ass, bro. He's going to. I have no idea, Jordan Harper. I'd say that geographic politics, as far as with foreign affairs, not one of my strongest suits. I would rather not bomb anybody. Jon Jones right now, 37 years old, bro. There's heavyweights that are fighting at 45. You understand? No, he's not going to do misfits boxing. Listen, Jon Jones 28-1. He's still the GOAT. He's still the GOAT, bar none. He's not retiring with 20 fucking 8-1. He's going to come back for one more. I can see it. He's had 30 pro fights, though, to be fair, because he also had that no contest with Cormier. So 28-1 and 1 no contest. Dude, he's definitely the GOAT. I watched, if you did not watch the Jon Jones era live, I don't think you understand the feeling. I don't think you understand what happened. Unless you did not, if you don't watch it live, you can't even appreciate the level of opposition. Oh, well, Rampage lost to this guy. This is you weren't there to see it. He's the GOAT, but he should fight Aspinall, though. I still think he should fight Aspinall. And he will. He's going to fight Aspinall. I'll be damned if he does. He's going to fight Aspinall. You'll see. He'll fight Aspinall. It's going to happen. It's fucking going to happen, chat. He's going to fight Aspinall. Not yet. Bar none, definitely the GOAT, bro. He's the fucking greatest of all time. Name who's the GOAT then. Tell me who's the GOAT. Tell me who's the fucking GOAT. Tell me who's the greatest of all time in the UFC. If it's not Jon Jones, who is it? Give me it. Give me the GOAT. Give me the GOAT. DJ. Respectable take on the DJ call. I can respect if you're saying DJ because he had a great legacy. I can respect you saying GSP. But when we look and compare, we got 16-0 in UFC championship fights. And then we got the flyweight GOAT. Flyweight is underappreciated at this time. Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson beat Joseph Benavidez, John Dodson, John Moraga, Joseph Benavidez again, Ali Bagutinov, Chris Carriaso, Kyoji Horiguchi, John Dodson, Henry Cejudo, Tim Elliott, Wilson Hayes, Ray Borg. Okay, Borg, Hayes, Elliott, Carriaso, and Moraga. 5 of his title defenses that you're looking at, though. Shit, dude. They were shit. If you're talking not because of the steroids, then I get it. But it's still probably GSP. It would be GSP over DJ for me. I'd say DJ would be like top 5, top 4. He might even be number 3. Artem Lobov is the GOAT. That's true. Listen, I'm not going to convince some of you guys that Jon Jones is the GOAT. I'm not trying to convince you. I'm just telling you, he is the GOAT. In my reality, my perception of the world and my perception of what's happened in the cage when I watched all of them fight, my pick would be Jon Jones as the GOAT. And I saw GSP Prime. I saw Mighty Mouse Prime. I saw Anderson Prime. I saw Habib Prime. I'm witnessing Islam Makhachev now Prime. I'm witnessing Tom Aspinall. For me, it was Jon Jones. Why would I want to be biased towards Jones, though? That's the question. Why would I want to be biased towards Jones when he's done fuck shit outside of the cage? I'm not trying to be biased. I'm just viewing it from a true analytical perspective. Just that what happened inside of the cage, regardless of you think I fucking am excited about him doing that bullshit. Fuck no. Fuck no. I respect your opinion. Hey, I respect yours, KZ. I guess, I mean, looking at what Jon Jones is like outside of the octagon, I wish that I didn't have him as my GOAT. I get it. I understand the other side. But truth be told, I witnessed it all, and Jon Jones was a big influence in my fandom. You know, I watched him fucking emerge from prospect on the rise to dominant GOAT for so fucking long. I've been seeing this shit forever. I saw him in 2009, bro. So, like, I grew up watching. So for me, it's like Jon Jones was it, man. I've seen every one of the fucking championship fights. Topuria could be it. Listen, I'm not saying it's unbreakable. Somebody could do it, but double-digit championship wins in this modern era is crazy. Anderson Silva's one of the GOATs for sure. Hey, I owe you guys a shadow box too. We broke 100 likes. I want more likes up in here. I'll do the shadow box, but I need more likes, chat. What the hell? It's a fucking special edition Sunday stream. Hit the damn like button. Show some love. Yes, I still got my hair. I just got it tied up a bit. Oye, 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 Kasha, oye, ta, oye, Kasha. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Obrigado, obrigado, obrigado. I respect you, Justin, on that. His outside of the fucking cage bullshit tarnishes a lot of what he's done. I hate it too. I hate it too. It's a fucking disgrace. It's a fucking disgrace, man. I'm not arguing. The PED's disgraceful. But what he did in the cage, it's the best shit I've ever seen. Best fighter ever. Jones is like Kobe Jordan type, but if before he drove to the basket, he nut tapped his defenders, that's funny as fuck. Easy. Well, hopefully we see one more dance. I'm not writing it off. I think he comes back 2026, 2027. Before he's 40, we'll see it. All right? Listen, guys, I got a video to make. I got to do my UFC predictions for this week. Make sure you guys smash the like button here. If you're new to the channel, subscribe it up. I'm happy that we did a Sunday show. I hope you guys enjoyed, the stream dedicated to the Jon Jones era, really. The good, the bad, and the fucking worse. All right? I hope you guys enjoyed. Hey, Eustace, what's up, bro? W to the chat. Smash the likes. Subscribe it up. And listen, if Jon Jones is not your GOAT, I still respect your take too, but you're wrong. Peace, guys.